Hi, it's Jeff.
And Denise from Mousesteps.com.
And this is episode number 44 of Mousesteps Weekly.
Sponsored by Theme Park Connection in Winter Garden, Florida.
Something new every week. Check them out.
Probably every day.
Yeah.
And Maple Leaf Tickets in Kissimmee.
Best deals on tickets in town. Maple Leaf Tickets, our official ticket agency.
And this week we're going to talk about the Rapunzel Tangled area of the Magic Kingdom. Everybody has called it like the Rapunzel bathroom area, but it's a lot more than that.
Yeah, it really is. And the two of us were talking, and we both agreed at different times it reminded us of the Snow White Grotto at Disneyland.
That's exactly what I thought when I saw it. You know, there's no rides here. We can agree that it would be nice if there'd be more rides in the Magic Kingdom. But this is really an attraction still unto itself. You have the Tangled Tower, you have the waterfall, a stream. You know, you can look for Pascal's friends. We're going to look at all of that.
Very peaceful. It seems it's a nice place to go and just enjoy the theming in the area. And I really, it's something that's lacking at the Magic Kingdom.
I'm not sure if it will end up being as peaceful. It probably depends on how busy it is. But when we got there, it was earlier in the morning and there weren't as many guests.
And look at this detail. I see horse hooves from Maximus, no doubt.
And we'll actually see Maximus.
They want to make sure you got that reference, I think. The Imagineers are very
and
sneaky.
It's all over the place.
And there's one of Maximus's apples.
Uneaten.
But he did eat some. You could see the apple cores, the horse
Clearly
apple
he
cores.
wasn't totally hungry.
Yes.
But we're coming up now on the area where the bathrooms are. You have the lights. We haven't seen it at night ourselves yet.
Yeah, I've seen pictures. It looks beautiful from the photos at night, and we will definitely be there
Maybe
soon.
tomorrow if
Maybe
we have
tomorrow
time.
if we can make it, yes.
But you can see sunflowers. I mean, it's so well themed. You have the lanterns and sunflowers.
Very colorful, too.
Very colorful. And even inside, you have a lot of murals and such, and we'll be heading into there even.
Yes, we will take you in the men's and women's room.
I
That's
know
excitement at its finest.
Jeff asked Corinne to do it because he knew
I knew
wasn't.
You would be embarrassed.
I actually went in with the camera, but we knew somebody else who was
It's funny,
in there.
when I was in the men's room recording, I ran into two other people I knew also recording, so it's... Disney fans are an interesting bunch.
We are interesting, but it was worth getting the photos and the video because it's, again, so
highly
detailed.
themed. I mean, probably the nicest themed bathrooms I've ever encountered.
I actually
Although
agree
the
with
pirate bathrooms were very nice too.
But not to this
not
level
to
of
this,
theming
level.
as far as the storyline.
So anyway, very colorful, beautiful lanterns here. And coming up, we have even more detail. Even the signs are highly detailed around this.
I actually like
parts.
this with Maximus. I mean, Maximus is such a great character, so I thought that was fun.
Keep out.
Keep out.
And I would not go in.
Pascal would say that too.
Now watch out. Keep away from this. Mimes. You do not want mimes.
I know you don't like the mimes as much.
And again,
was
some of our
Hook Hand,
favorite,
right?
Yes, Hook Hand from the movie Tangled. We love Tangled.
And there's numerous signs outside, but also in the men's room, we didn't have any wanted posters in our bathroom.
Well,
I'm not sure what's up with that.
I don't know what's up with it, but you had other things. It seemed. Well, we'll get there.
Right,
soon enough.
it's totally different theming in each bathroom.
And here is what everyone has been waiting for. We are going to go into the restrooms and
when
check
nobody
out the
was
detail.
there.
What do you mean? There was plenty of people there.
Only the people who were taking pictures inside the bathrooms.
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
other people like us.
Right. I wasn't going to do it with other people in the bathroom.
So let's go into the ladies'
Too
room,
much.
and I'll let you narrate that since I actually have not been in there.
Well, these when you walk in, you can see the sunflowers, but also you'll be looking up and there's murals on the ceiling, which are absolutely gorgeous. It was certainly much more detailed than I expected when I walked in.
And I can tell you the men's room does not have the murals or anything on the
No.
ceiling like this.
And Corinne, again, did the video on this.
She did a great job.
She
by
did
the
a
way.
great job. And I went in with photos, and you can see stars, and I think at one point there was lanterns and the sun.
Well, there's that big sun, obviously a big icon from
Right.
the movie.
And again, I mean, just throughout that area of the bathroom.
And there's Rapunzel's little paint box there.
Right, the paint box. There's paints. This is the actual bathroom area, which is...
And we did not hold the camera over the stalls, by the way, so it's
Why
safe.
would we do
it is safe
Nobody
to
was,
watch.
Nobody
safe
was
to watch.
in it. Nobody was in it. It wouldn't matter. And but there's like 3 bookshelves. One of them has a guitar. They all have paint. They all have books. Clearly, Rapunzel went crazy with the paints. And this mirror also, I thought, was a really great prop.
And now we're setting up to go into the men's room. A frying pan. That,
And there's frying pans
Mr. Flynn
everywhere.
Rider would be. Oh, there is Flynn Rider's
His
satchel.
satchel.
Yes. So lots of little detail.
Hard to see sometimes.
Well, it's nice. This whole area, the more time you spend there, we were there for
A couple
over
of hours.
2
We were there
hours.
over 2 hours. We tend to be pretty thorough.
Yes. So when you walk into the restroom, the men's room, you see these wanted posters. But it looks like our friend Flynn has been pardoned, so that's good. And
Probably not really.
Yeah. Well, no.
Was he?
This guy here was
The
captured.
Stavington brothers. And remember, he didn't have any
Right.
unclothed.
Right.
And oh, you have the frying pans.
Yes, we have a frying pan motif by the sinks. And lots of frying pans. If somebody was hungry, although I don't know if you'd want to be cooking in the men's
bathroom.
room, you had plenty of opportunity to do so.
I mean, that's the majority of your theming in there.
And there's our stalls, very similar to the women's stalls.
Right, I thought
like.
it looked very similar.
So now we're back outside, and we're going to check out the new seating area.
And again, more than bathrooms, you have this lovely area that guests later in the day were bringing their lunch and enjoying the view. I sat for a few minutes, I could see the waterfall and the tower. I mean, I think it's one of the most lovely areas in the Magic Kingdom now.
Especially this time of the year where it's very comfortable out.
Look at that view from that table.
I see a nice view of a photographer out there. Somebody I know.
Don't say that.
What? It's true. But yeah, I mean, you sit out here, you can have some lunch. In the summertime when it's super hot, it may be a detriment. But right now, perfect.
It's pretty nicely wooded. It's a park-like setting.
And you can charge your phone here. There are some outlets in the stumps.
And there's supposed to be USB ports at some point. I don't know where.
Well, I think they said they will be selling USB chargers also in the store next door.
Well, I did
too.
hear that. So.
And it's the Pascal game, Hidden Pascal. Well, it's not. They're not Pascal.
But
they're Pascal's friends.
They are. Yeah, his friends.
It's
they
a different color than Pascal.
I know, but they still look like him. I just thought he was
They're
changing
his friends.
color.
They're his friends. They're lizards.
But they all look like him.
I think this is awesome.
There's 10 hidden Pascals. Most of them are in the stream area. I would have never found them all in a million years.
Yeah, we are not going to spoil it by showing all of them. We're just showing you a few, and you can't tell from the video where they are. So
a few of them.
Some of the fun, yeah, just a few. There's still 8 more you can discover on your own. So
maybe 7.
Yeah, you're probably right. Maybe 6. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know. But, I mean, you could find them maybe in trees, but almost all of them, 9 of them are kind of in this area, and then 1 is in a completely different area.
Yeah, so have fun and look for the hidden Pascal friends.
This was really fun, and again, way more than bathrooms.
So I took this shot just to show you the proximity. There's the Haunted Mansion, the exit area of the mansion, and where right now where I'm shooting this is where the cart, or around where the Haunted Mansion cart used to be, and we're looking down the street of the new Tangled area.
And you can see there's a lot of trees there now, and
yes,
I'm hoping
nice big trees.
It will create a good berm sometime in the near future.
And this is another beautiful angle, just looking down at the stream. The stream starts all the way up at the castle, comes under the bridge towards you, right through underneath where you're standing. So it's very beautiful.
Very nice.
So also at the Magic Kingdom, Big Thunder Mountain Railroad opened up their new interactive queue.
This video is from a few days ago.
Yeah, the only thing different between when this was shot and right now is the addition of the Tony Baxter oil painting.
And I'm looking forward to seeing that in person, hopefully in the next couple days.
Right. We were there yesterday and we had heard it was already in, but the line was over 30 minutes long and we had to go to the D23 Faniversary.
And that's not even a bad line or anything, but you're right. I mean, we had to get going and I wanted to see more Rapunzel stuff.
And we enjoyed the Faniversary.
We did.
Very good.
It was fun.
But this is a similar style painting of the mountain itself. And this sort of welcomes you to the new queue.
I enjoy the new queue, but the only thing is everybody kind of stops for everything.
Right. Well, that's how it always is with interactive queues. But here we go. The theme of the dynamite. There's explosives everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yes.
Including outside.
And we are going to blow things up. What more fun way while you're waiting in line than
it
to
was
blow
good that we
things up?
didn't have to actually wait in line to do it, or else we wouldn't have had much time.
Well, this was great because, again, it was early in the morning. Nobody else knew about the plungers, but we did.
We made sure everybody knew about them.
We made a little detour. So here we go, blasting machine number 1. I think it's very interesting how this works. You have to sort of crank
First you have
the
to
blaster.
crank it. While everybody else is moving along, you're standing there cranking the machine.
Right. And we're going to have a great demonstration of this technique coming up right now, as a matter of fact. Very familiar looking arm.
My arm.
Yes. But once the pointer hits blast, you can now go to the plunger and light it off.
It's actually quite a bit of work just to get a nice explosion out of it, but it was very interesting.
Well, you have to sort of pull it up and then down sometimes, and then boom, there you go. And it's very fun, actually. It's kind of cool. And originally
we stayed there like 20 minutes, like breaking the machine and hitting the plunger.
Yes, here's another demonstration, and you can see it actually lights up. So at night it'll be very cool.
Each plunger sets off a different effect, and every kid is probably going to want to hit every plunger, and so that will probably back things up.
Right, because
bit.
the explosions happen at different sections of the mountain. So I want to blow up the coffin. Well, I want to blow up the shaft over there. And I wanted to do that. So, it's cool.
I'm a girl and I don't need to be blowing the stuff up, I guess.
So you're happy with one explosion for you?
I don't
you don't
need
need
an explosion,
multiple
really.
explosions?
I was happy before, but I just like getting the fast pass and not waiting.
Now, these things are very cool, too. You look into them and you see different scenes. Subterrascope. Now, didn't we look up what a subterrascope is?
No, I think they made it up. I looked it up.
I
don't think
it doesn't
that
exist in real life?
I don't think it did.
Well, I think what they're going for is you're looking into the mine shaft and seeing what kind of shenanigans are going on.
And there's actually several films in here.
Right. There's all of them are different, and we recognize some of these performers from the old Adventurers Club
and from other areas around
and from
the
other
park.
places. Yes. So I think it's very cool. I think again though, I think people are going to stop. And they'll be looking in these little things, and the line will move. And
I enjoyed this more than the blast. I thought it was fun to watch.
Yeah, well, it's all good. I think the whole thing is very cool. I like interactive queues, but I like the option of getting a fast pass, like you said, and just getting on the ride sometimes, depending on my mood.
That's usually what I want to do.
Right. Well, me too. But the interactive elements sort of end at this point. This is just the regular queue that's sort of been there for some time. So overall, what do you think? Do you like the what you've seen?
I think it's nice, but I liked it before. I don't know how it will play out again with the lines.
And this is the accessible queue. So they have not left out accessible guests. You have a plunger right there, and the effect just
so
like
everybody can blow things up.
Everybody can blow things up. Blowing things up is universally liked. Boom, boom, and boom dynamite. A lot of puns.
Right. I like the little puns.
Another touch I really like is the references to Western River Expedition that we see on the various props and things. So overall, Big Thunder, new interactive queue. I think it's a nice addition, and I guess the next queue to be done will be Peter Pan. Peter Pan. Also this week, Limited Time Magic returns.
And this is the Trolley Show, and I think it's for 2 months. About 2 months they'll be doing this new spring show.
Now, I just heard that there was actually an autumn edition of the Trolley Show. I had not known about that, but
it's weird considering we're in the Magic Kingdom pretty often. I not so much early in the morning though, but you would think we would have noticed that.
But this is a nice show with some different tunes, different outfits. Nothing spectacular, but it's always nice to see these things changed up a little bit.
A little bit, right? So limited time magic. Hopefully they'll come up with something more spectacular, though.
Yes. So now we leave the Magic Kingdom, and the other big news this week, the opening of the 20th anniversary of the Epcot International Flower and Garden Festival.
And this is actually, I've said it before, my favorite time of year at Walt Disney World is the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.
We had a great day on opening day. We were there bright and early, the smell of the flowers in the air. And
we stayed till night.
Yes, we did. And we were just excited to see all the finished topiary.
And there is the Munsters University one with Mike and Sully.
Right. Sully wasn't fully ready until opening day this year.
And he's huge. I mean, he really towers over Mike.
One of the most anticipated elements of the festival is right here.
Pineapple Promenade, where they had the pineapple Dole Whip with and without spiced rum.
Yes, and of course we tried it with the spiced rum, nice and early, about 10:30 in the morning when it opened.
And it's like half the size or a little bit more than what you would find over at, is it Aloha Isle has it?
Or the Polynesian. And when you go to the Polynesian, of course, you can make your own, so the size is determined by your imagination. But here we go, we're trying it out. It tasted like a regular Dole Whip. All the rum was sort of at the bottom, and I thought it was good. I prefer Malibu spiced rum,
I don't. Is it spiced? Is Malibu spiced? I don't know that
It's
much
a
about
different
rum.
spice. Malibu is a different spice.
I didn't like it.
You can
I
get
hope
rum.
to like
You
it,
can
but I
get
didn't like
rum in
it.
many different styles, but I
I'm
think
not a big drinker.
you told me it was too strong for you.
It was too strong for me.
But we moved on. We decided to try out the new Smokehouse. It's sort of a food and wine addition to the Flower and Garden.
This area reminds me of Big Thunder Ranch at Disneyland.
In California. Right. And I always loved Big Thunder Ranch,
Me too.
So, and here it is. Here's the barbecue. Some nice pictures you took.
And I thought the food, my food was pretty good. We'll be seeing it in just a second.
Yes, now I had the pork slider. That's
and you
the
really
one on
liked
the left.
that.
It was actually very filling and very flavorful. They had barbecue sauce, which not everyone knew was readily available.
And the brisket was tasty, but about half of it was fat. So when you're paying like $6 and change for an item, and you can only eat like half of it, it was not as good a value.
And they also had the craft beers. Yes, I did indeed like mine very much. So, but this dessert was wonderful. What is it? What did they call it? Do we remember?
I thought it was like a Rocky Road.
Oh, right. And I'm a
brownie.
huge fan of Rocky Road.
It was on the sign, but it was good.
It was very good.
If you like chocolate, if you don't like chocolate, it's not going to be for you.
Right. And this area, of course, had Woody. Woody, very fitting. The Western theme of the area.
I think it's very nicely laid out.
Right, and here's Lotso to cause trouble to you. So
he's outside of it.
But this was your wisdom. After those two stops,
right? It was like $30, and it's like I'm still hungry. So we went to the Crema Bakery, which is our favorite place to go get a sandwich, and we just wanted to share that.
We wanted to beat the system, so we went and had
a bigger meal.
And these are available all the time. Although this was new to me, I don't think I've
seen it before, and we didn't try it this time, but maybe next time.
Yeah, I think we need to try the
They have
Viking
so many desserts.
chocolate mousse.
Not everybody knows they have sandwiches, and I believe they still have salads.
And there it is. We
roast
had a nice
with cheese, and
hot
we shared it.
roast beef sandwich and school bread.
And school bread, and I had heard they had gotten smaller, but it was the same size that we normally have had before.
Yeah, the school bread did not shrink like we had heard, so we were very happy to have a full-size school bread.
And if you haven't had school bread, it's been really famous at Disney forever, and it has coconut and cream inside. It's something you could have for dessert or breakfast.
And this sandwich, I mean, we split the sandwich, we split the school bread.
And they toast it right there. This is, they have a number of different kinds of sandwiches, and they'll toast it for you, so you have a nice hot sandwich.
But we were very full after this last stop.
It was about $11 for the school bread and sandwich.
So we hung out until nighttime because it was Illuminated Gardens this year.
And not as many gardens as was said were illuminated.
Right. Well, they're in the map. It shows all the gardens that were to be illuminated. A few of them probably weren't ready yet. So I tried to get all the ones that were on.
And the Beauty and the Beast probably was one of my favorites.
Yeah, because it had the twinkling lights. And they did tease that there'll be twinkling lights. I thought, reading all the promotional materials, that there would be fiber optics or lights built into some of the topiaries. I always think too high, because mainly it was projections. It was really all about projections, and they are beautiful. I just wish my imagination hadn't got me thinking, fiber optics and lights in the topiaries and all that.
It was still nice to see more of the topiaries at night. You don't normally see as many, and so that was kind of a plus. This is probably my favorite, besides the Beauty and the Beast, is the
Bromeliad Dragon. Yes, I loved it too. It's very beautiful. As far as projections go, I think they do a great job with projections. Everything looked awesome. So once I realized it would be projections, I was able to enjoy.
I think this was one of the nicer looking ones as far as it looked very natural.
But the Monsters Inc. one we're about to see also had very good lighting, very natural.
It looked almost like Sully had the blue lighting and Mike had the green lighting.
Correct.
They looked even almost
I think
better
I
at
actually
night.
like this better at night.
I think so too.
So, and again, this is a very detailed, one of my favorite topiaries of this year's festival.
It's a great display. There's so much Pixar. Up until a few years ago, there was no Pixar topiaries that I can think of, and all of a sudden,
and they have
everywhere.
Character. Look at the character in Sully there. I just
a lot of work put into it.
Always a fan of the topiary.
Me too, and especially new ones. And there aren't a lot of new ones each year, But it's always nice when there is.
This is a returning topiary, the Lion King, which was not there last year.
And this is nicely lit. It's kind of in the between World Showcase and Future World.
Yes, very, very bright. This is the Cars area, the Cars playground.
I didn't find this all that well lit. It was hard for me to take pictures.
Yeah, it was actually a darker of the Illuminated Gardens.
And the playground was actually still open until I think 9 p.m.
Until park closed, yeah. So, I mean, it is nice. I know in past years they would close this whole lane down after dark.
And this was the first day, so they may have added some lighting since then.
Now, Mater was lit fairly well.
I could not get a good picture.
Well, he was in an odd shadow, you know. But I think the overall one of the best, maybe the second nicest lit topiary is right here, Phineas and Ferb.
Maybe third, because Bromley a Dragon.
Oh,
and,
right. And
Beauty and the
Monsters,
Beast.
We're still figuring out what we like.
And this actually has a pulsating light, would you call it?
Yeah, changing colors, all that. So I think I know we'll be back at night to do a nice photo walk and give it another shot to see when everything is turned on.
I want to use the tripod this time. It's beautiful. Certainly stay at least all day if you're planning to go to the Epcot Flower and Garden Festival.
Yes, and again, next week's show we'll have full coverage of anything we missed.
As long as nothing else opens, like, more bathroom areas.
Yes, as long as there's no more bathrooms opening up.
Although, again, not just a bathroom, but I keep saying that.
Yes, I think that's what they're going for.
Not just a bathroom. That's the tagline.
That's the tagline.
So, but this is the Mickey Party with Mickey and Friends, I believe,
that's
is
correct.
the name of the
That's
topiary
He's
display
cooking up
up
some
front.
hot dogs. So more. It sort of is giving you a clue that there is food this year.
Is that what it is?
I just made that up, but I think it's a good idea. I mean, Goofy's got a cake.
Right,
he's holding hot dogs.
Cake.
So, wow, that's another show. Longer than usual, but next week we'll have much more. We should have some special guests.
Thanks to anyone who stuck with us.
Yes. Thanks to our sponsors, Theme Park Connection and Maple Leaf Tickets, our official ticket agency. We will see you all next week.
Can't wait.